guys, this is Substitute Topher. Today, thanks to my friends at Kouth and Mayer in Peoria, Illinois, we are going for a bit of a sunset drive in this 2015 Aston Martin Vanquish, which means for about 15 glorious minutes, I get to pretend that I am James Bond. Powering this Aston Martin Vanquish is a 6-liter naturally aspirated V12. It makes 565 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. It's rear-wheel drive. It has a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission, and tonight we're going to take it for a drive and show you what it's like. But before we do that, let's jump out and take a look at the outside. As this is an Aston Martin, of course, we have swan doors. Oh my goodness. Stunning spec on this Vanquish. This one, when new, was just over 300 grand. So it's got about $20,000 in options. We have red brake calipers. We have a solid black interior. We have the 177 steering wheel and a couple of other options we will put down in the description. But I am just taken aback, whatever they say, by the design of this Vanquish. I've always wanted to drive one of these. I'm getting to check it off my list today, and man, the 177 inspired design of this car is just stunning. In my opinion, a golden era for Aston Martin, especially now that they're moving away from the V12s and moving into the AMG V8s. Not as special as they used to be, and you will hear the specialness, I suppose you could say, of this car once we jump out onto the road. I'm going to make this walk around brief because we are running out of daylight and I want to make sure you guys are able to see what's going on. So let's just poke around this thing really quick. I love the trunk button on this car. Just this dainty little silver button below the Aston Martin badge to reveal a pretty sizable boot. It's not super deep, but it is quite wide. I think you could fit easily a set of golf clubs in here. Also installed in the trunk here are Aston Martin branded umbrella, which mounting points match the pull for the trunk, which is very light. You don't have to give that too much effort. Let's pop the hood real quick and take a look at this 6-liter naturally aspirated V12. How many cars today can you say that about? And this carbon fiber hood has a little pull tab, kind of like an old school Mercedes, but anyways, no matter. Here is our V12. This one was finally inspected by Matt Robbins. Thank you, sir. Beautiful, beautiful engine bay. Okay. Let's go drive it. Like I said, this is a 15. It's only done 18,000 miles. This car is super fresh. And the first thing I noticed about a half an hour ago when I sat in it is how good it smells. The materials that they use in this interior are just exquisite. These seats, even though they are solid black, we have this white contrast stitching. It's really nice honeycomb pattern, kind of signature Aston Martin stuff. Absolutely stunning. You always know that an interior is properly designed and sculpted when it looks good in all black. So I'm a big fan of this. Our parking brake is to the left of the seat, very typical Aston Martin. In the middle, we have what Aston Martin calls Touchtronic buttons for our 8-speed automatic transmission. And otherwise in here, everything is just gorgeous. Dashboard, all the layout of everything, it's simple, but it's functional. A little bit of haptic feedback from those heated seats. We have a volume knob front and center for our Bang & Olufsen sound system. You can see those tweeters rise out of the dash. We have an old school flip up, I believe Volvo sourced infotainment system. It's just rocking Sirius right now. I admittedly don't really know how to use it otherwise. So I guess it's like this. Agree. This 177 steering wheel, while it isn't a perfect circle, it feels great in the hands. Horn buttons are up where your thumbs live. We have a couple of different driving settings. We have a sport mode that you can turn on and off, and we have a sport damping setting. I'm just going to go ahead and get out on the road because we are running out of daylight. We're going to start with the windows down. We're going to put this in sport. That will open up our active exhaust above, I want to say, 2,000 or 3,000 RPM. Let's stick this thing into reverse first, show you guys the backup camera. We do have some lines on this that swivel as we move the steering wheel. All right. Here we go. Pretty heavy steering. I'm gonna go straight for manual mode. Engage that by pulling one of the paddles. Probably gonna keep the talking to a minimum. Have adaptive dampers in this car. You can toggle those on with this button here on the steering wheel. That'll let you know adaptive damping sport on our display. Gorgeous cluster in this car, of course. I like to say the RPM gauge goes backwards, very signature Aston Martin stuff. Oh. And this is properly quick, almost 600 horsepower, definitely no joke, and I love this 8-speed automatic. I was reading some reviews of this car earlier, admittedly, because I didn't know I was driving this thing until a couple of hours ago, so I kind of had to cram for my information. But this is the same ZF 8-speed that we get in a lot of modern BMWs, and I mean, pretty much everything else. Everybody is still using this transmission, and sunset we go with our V12. It got a lot of slack when this car was new, and I don't really have any complaints. I've always loved this 8-speed. It still feels just as good as it does in the new cars. Paddle shifters are column mounted, which is throwing me off a little bit, but that is of course the Aston Martin way. Let's roll into this and see how it gets off the line. You get a very quick chance to shift the gear yourself when the touch light turns red at the top. If you miss that opportunity, the car will shift for you. We're going to put our dampers back into soft. Very smooth and linear power from the 6-liter V12, and I am just obsessed with the exhaust note of this thing. This is just a bone stock Vanquish. I mean, there's been nothing done to this car. The owner bought this with 38 miles on the odometer and now has just over 18,000, and he has enjoyed it just how it is, and I don't blame him. I don't think I would do anything to this car either. All right, let's take us out of sport mode for a sec. I'm gonna put us into automatic. You do that just by holding the up paddle. That will put you back into D. And this thing settles down beautifully. Of course, at the end of the day, the main purpose of an Aston Martin is to be a great grand touring vehicle. And when you have the suspension in soft, it's, not the softest ride I've ever felt, but these seats are very supportive. They contour to the body nicely, to my body at least. And I could see myself eating up a ton of miles in this thing. We'll give you a taste of what this is like in normal mode. Not a whole lot of drama, so we're gonna go back into sport because I want to hear this V12. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to drive one of these again, so I'm gonna make the most of it. This down paddle is my favorite amenity of this interior. Oh, yes. And believe it or not, this car, EPA rates this at 21 mpg on the highway, so you're in the 20s while you're grand touring, floating down the highway. Doing a lot of unnecessary shifting, and I apologize if that bothers you, but why would you not play this like an instrument? We may do one more loop, because why not? Really nice inputs in this car. The steering is heavy, it's direct. Of course, back in the day of hydraulic steering, we were still kind of able to feel things communicated through the front end of the car. And very, very quick rack. You can see very small adjustments do a lot of work. It just pulls like an absolute freight train. You get some intervention from traction control up until about 60 miles an hour. You can feel the back end kind of squirming about a bit. Definitely tell the difference between dampers in comfort versus dampers in sport. Quite a bit more body roll when you are in comfort, but I like that. I like when comfort actually means comfort. We've got cotton candy skies, a naturally aspirated 6-liter V12, a 177 steering wheel. What more could you ask for? Super progressive throttle and brake tuning. I mean, I've just got a fantastic sense of what this car is doing as soon as I provide an input. That is just beautiful. There's just so much torque everywhere. All right, one last little pull, and then she's back off to the garage. Well, I don't really know what to say. That was a fantastic experience. Thank you again to my buddy Sean over at Kauf and Mayer in Peoria, Illinois, for allowing me the opportunity to try this bewitching Aston Martin Vanquish. Let's put this in park, we'll shut it off, and we'll walk you around it one last time as the sun fully dips below the horizon here. This key also, this is a glass key. If you want to get another glass key as your second key from Aston Martin, it's a $750 option, an option that was selected on this particular Vanquish. Open that swan door, the shock holding it beautifully. Oh, man. All right, guys, well, I hope you've been able to enjoy this as much as I have. Thank you for hanging out with me driving this Vanquish tonight. But that'll be it for me tonight. Thank you guys again all so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.